Furry Tales. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast of the Ordinary Maverick. This is Ajay, your host, an Ordinary Maverick, sharing real life thoughts, experiences, and Maverick tips. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do so, and you will not miss another episode. We are nearing the 1 year anniversary of the Ordinary Maverick podcast, and it's been such an adventure. An amazing journey putting these together, and I've had such fun. Hope you're enjoying listening to and taking on some of the Maverick experiences and tips. Thanks to all who have written in and shared feedback and your thoughts. Well, today's episode is about our furry friends. You know what? Leo Bella, Bella Tasia, Tasia, Bella, Cleo, Bella Tasia Cleo. These are the names that ring through our house, calling out to our pet dogs. Yes, Bella and Tasia are now over 10 years old. Leo, our first dog, passed away at a tender age of 6 months owing to a genetic disease. And our youngest member of the family, Cleo, is 8 weeks old. Bella, Tasia, Cleo are an integral part of our family, and while there are many ups and downs and challenges, particularly with our moving and traveling, you will get the same answer from all of us to the question, will you change anything if you had to do it again? Absolutely no. We love our dogs and they are a part of our family. When did that happen? Well, who knows? It's just that there is something to be said about a household with pets. You only know that once you have experienced it. Well, before I get into that, did you know we just celebrated the International Dog Day? Yes, August 26th celebrated the world over as a day to celebrate all dogs, regardless of their shape, size, or breed. It's a day that helps raise awareness about problems faced by humans' best friend. How did it all start? In 2004, this day was founded by animal welfare advocate and pet lifestyle expert Colleen Page. And it was linked to the day when his family adopted his dog, who was then 10 years old. Well, in our house, every day is a dog day. We brought Leo, Bella, and Tasia into our homes almost a decade back from a local shelter in South Africa. But we all vividly remember the day as it happened yesterday, And of course, finding and agreeing on names was such an important task, right? Well, both our daughters did that bit. Leo and Tasia were named by our elder daughter, and his name actually was Leonardo, and her name was Anastasia. Bella and Cleo were named by our younger daughter, and their names actually are Isabella and Cleopatra. Impressive, right? Naming your dog is such an important exercise. I realize that well now because these are the words that are going to surround and echo through your house for the next several years. We have had many interesting and fun moments with both Bella and Tasia, and some very sad moments when Leo passed away. Dealing with loss of life and loved ones, especially for our daughters who were then 13 and 14 years old, I will leave it for another episode. But let me remember and recount our good memories for now. They for sure bring a lot of smile and laughter even now. Let me share some. The image of Bella chewing up my wife's phone. Yes, and enjoying it too. Of course, we were not amused at that time, and the phone was a write-off. And then little Bella trotting on a patio with her food bowl and just toppling over the edge, as she couldn't see where she was going. It was just a small drop, but her bemused face as she got up brought us all to tears laughing. And then some harrowing times too. The time when Tasia got bitten by a bee and her face started swelling up. Panic-stricken, our younger daughter called up the local vet, who said, "Bring her in immediately as she may die." Gosh, that was super scary. But thank goodness, it all settled down with some medicines and Tasia was back to her normal, excited, fun-loving pretty soon. And then there was this one time, very late in the night, Bella and Tasia just wouldn't stop barking. They kept barking and barking so much so that we had to get out of bed to see what exactly is happening. And lo and behold, there was a small little snake in our living room. And, both the dogs were completely glued onto it. Bella and Tasia actually saved the day. Or should I say the night. Animal control came and they took the snake with them. And then the long walks with them in different parks, gardens, hiking trails, and sometimes the quick short ones too, just round the block. Regardless of the duration of the walk, each walk was special as Bella and Tasia just loved them. Just saying the word walk was enough to bring excitement and energy in the room. Tails were wagging, both were absolutely impatient and wanted to go out. But yes, we have had some heart wrenching moments too. I've spoken about our moves across cities, continents, right? And our dogs have been part of these moves as well. Although it's not always been easy, including once being told, "We are sorry, but your dogs are not on the flight. They may be lost." What? You almost had a heart attack. We often joke that our dogs are intercontinental travelers, and we are so grateful that they have taken these long journeys very well. Although the amount of planning and effort that's needed when your pet has to travel is beyond anything else. We have got some very valuable tips there too, but that's for another episode. As a family, we often reflect on our journey with both Bella and Tasia. What we have gained from them and their unconditional love and acceptance is something that is quite impossible to define. Time and time again, we hear stories how a dog taught individuals to trust again and build a relationship. They have played an important role in recovery after illness. Dogs take away our emptiness, and there's evidence that says that when we see, touch, hear, or talk to our dogs, beneficial neurohormones are released, and that in turn gives a sense of goodwill, joy, nurturing, and happiness. At the same time, the stress hormone cortisol is suppressed, and heart rates, blood pressure, and respiratory rates all decrease, leaving us much more relaxed and able to manage stress. And then, of course, one remembers all the amazing movies with dogs. One of the old ones, Lassie, and then there was Marley and Me, Beethoven, A Dog's Journey, too many to name. And we have grown up with Scooby Doo, Clifford, and of course, Snoopy. One striking thing with dogs is that they always stay in the present. And that's a huge lesson. If you have a dog or have seen pets greet their family, you'll know what I mean. Even if you have gone out for just a few minutes or even to another room, they always get super excited and greet you as if you were gone forever. Never actually seems to amaze me. Pause for a moment and remember the Maverick formula and its elements. Go with your gut, be true, and fall forward. And to do this, an important factor is mindfulness. You know, being in the moment. Live in the present. It's tough, no doubt. But by just being in the moment, you do your very best and experience that moment fully. Forget the past and do not worry about the future. That's what we see with our dogs. And that's just one of the many lessons that dogs teach us. So today, if you have a dog, go and hug him or her once more. Give him a treat and fool around some. And if you don't, well, as the saying goes, if you don't own a dog, at least one, there is not necessarily anything wrong with you, but there may be something wrong with your life. We have experienced this firsthand as a family and continue to do so, and I would like to leave us with this saying: dogs are not our whole life, but they make our lives whole. Write in your comments, share your feedback. I would love to hear from you. This is Ajay signing off and wishing you have an amazing day. Keep well, stay safe.